The Entertainment Industry College Outreach Program is a highly competitive program in which you have the opportunity to live and work in New York, LA, or Atlanta completely free of charge and work in an internship in an entertainment field. This is serious. And you don't want to make the following mistakes. It's me, Eliza Marie, and I had the opportunity to live and work in New York City this summer completely free of charge by participating in the HBCU in New York program. I've taken the time to break down 4 steps I've identified in the process of participating in EICOP. First being the actual application process, 2 being actually picking an internship, 3 actually participating in your internship, and 4 after your internship. These are the mistakes you want to avoid in each of these stages. Number 1 being the actual application process. Do not apply prematurely. What do I mean by that? The application closes sometime in mid-November, and if you have either already submitted your application or you are just about to submit your application, think to yourself, have I attended any of the learning sessions they have for the program? Have I met the recruiters who are recruiting for this program? Do they know my name? Do they know my school? Do they know anything about me before I submit this application? Have I done all of the research that I need to know and asked all the questions that I might have about this program prior to applying to it? Have I studied the website and learned what is required of me before submitting my application? Do not apply prematurely and do not apply blindly. I actually made a video of tips that I would recommend taking before you apply to the program, and I'll link it in my cards. While on the topic of applying, like I said, highly recommend you attend these learning sessions and get to know Christina and Holly, who are the recruiters for this program. They're literally reading all of the applications. They are selecting the finalists. So why not get to meet them, introduce yourself, and build a rapport with them? But not only that, they tell you exactly what they want to see. So a big mistake I want you to avoid is not doing things correctly by not having all of the information that you need. But most importantly, even if you have all the information, please, and Christina and Holly will tell you this, have someone look over your resume, have someone look over your portfolio, have someone proofread your personal statement, because you will have to write why you think you'd be a great fit for this program in a 300-word, I believe, personal statement. Have someone look over it, because as HR professionals and recruiters, Christina and Holly, they don't play any games when it comes to making mistakes, y'all. If your margins aren't right on your resume and things look a little wonky, if you're misspelling things in your personal statement, if your portfolio is a link that doesn't take you anywhere, they're going to see that you are not someone who pays attention to detail, and you don't want that to be your first impression, especially if you haven't gone out of your way to attend any of the sessions and let them get to know you. They only have your resume to go off of. So if you're someone who uses improper punctuation, you don't know what tense your resume is in, I had this position, I do this. If you're making mistakes such as that, you need to be attending their Resume 101 course, but you also need to be having someone double check these things for you, because you don't want to be disqualified, even if you are a qualified candidate, because you have poor attention to detail. So I want you to avoid those mistakes in the application process. Next mistakes I want you to avoid are going to be during the actual selection of your internship. Congratulations! You are a finalist of the Entertainment Industry College Outreach Program. Your resume, fire. You attended those sessions and you got exactly what they wanted. You are now a finalist, and it's time for you to secure your internship now. What happens in the second step of this process is that you are going to get access to their book of partners. So they have a long list of entertainment partners that all have internships that are constantly coming out throughout the process. So you'll get the first initial book of partners, and say there's 10 internships on there. Great. You're looking at these 10 internships. If you see some things you like, sure, do your research and apply to those things. But don't think that there won't be other opportunities coming down the pike. There are more internships that are coming and constantly flowing into this book of partners. So I would recommend you have patience, and please avoid jumping the gun if you can. Please avoid double crossing or going back on internships, because you might be going through the application process and you're looking around like, if I don't secure this internship right now, then I'm not going to have an internship. Slow down. Avoid accepting an internship and then another internship you want comes down the line, and now you're like, ooh, I'm gonna just decline this offer that I already accepted so that I can try to get another internship. It does not work like that. You don't look good. You look like you don't know what you want, and you look like you're playing with their time. Don't play with people's time. Have patience. Avoid hopping from internship to internship. And I also would avoid blindly accepting an offer unless you know for sure it's exactly the dream job that you want. And sometimes you don't know what the dream job you want is. I know when I was going through my process, I had 2 different jobs that I was looking at on 2 different coasts, both with my dream company. Had an offer in New York, had an opportunity in California. See, those are 2 different words, y'all. Those are 2 different words. The offer in New York, I'm like, okay, I already applied and this is a solid offer, but the opportunity in California was really cute. So I would avoid making the mistake of blindly making decisions. You have Christina, you have Holly, you might have other resources in your network that you can consult with and ask, like, what do you think about the scenario? But most importantly is Christina and Holly, mainly because these are their partners. These are their recruiters and hiring managers. They know who you are because they picked you, and they also know what the jobs are. And they're able to say, hey, Stan, over at insert company here, this applicant here, well, what are you thinking? You know, like, they're able to have these conversations and advocate for you on the back end that you might not even be thinking about. Don't make the mistake of thinking that you are doing this application process alone. You have advocates, you have superheroes in Christina and Holly who are willing to fight on your behalf / give you information that you may not have had if you didn't ask. So don't apply prematurely, and also don't accept offers prematurely. Avoid making those mistakes in your application process. Another mistake I would avoid when choosing an internship is not thinking ahead. So I'm not asking you as a college freshman, sophomore, junior, or even senior to have your entire life figured out. But you have to think at least 1 step ahead and think, how is this internship going to benefit me in the long run? For instance, say like I said, I had 2 different options I was competing with in my head. But even if we take the real world example out of our heads and we just put 2 hypothetical situations in front of us, say you have a internship that might be higher paying, it might be in a location that you like, whatever the case may be, the company might have a pretty name. You're gonna like this internship, but what if you read the description and you don't like it? Ooh, I like the money, I like the location, but reading the actual job description, I neither think I would like the job, and I don't think this will benefit me in the end. Versus, you might have a job that, hey, maybe the pay isn't hitting. Maybe the pay isn't hitting as much as this one was. And you're looking at that money like, oh, I don't know. But you have the skill set to do the job. It's an area that you actually enjoy, as in like the actual skills that you will be able to take away from the job. The team you might interview and the team and the energy is a lot better than this one. But you're thinking, oh, I gotta chase the bag. I gotta chase the bag. What if you do this internship and it leaves you the same way you found it, aka you didn't improve any of your skills, it's not going to help you in the long run, and you actually are not having a good time at this job at all, but the check is nice, I guess. No, plan ahead, guys. Don't make the mistake of either taking the first offer that you get or taking a job because you think that it'll pay higher. Don't accept a internship for a superficial reason, I'll say. Please plan ahead. If you know one day that you want to be a creative director, and in this role you actually get to ideate, you actually get to brainstorm, you actually get to pitch, you actually get to be behind or in front of the camera, you actually get to market something in some way and build a skill set. They could be paying you pennies, but these are skills that you're going to have for the rest of your life. Don't make the mistake of being money blinded. Think ahead, plan ahead, plan for the job that you want, not the job you can get right now, okay? Also, when choosing an internship, Be open-minded, guys. Read up on every company. You might be going into EICOP thinking, oh, they partner with this company. Oh, they partner with this one. This is my dream company. I'm only going to apply for that one. You're only doing a disservice to yourself. They've already identified you as a strong candidate. Have the confidence to apply to more internships than just the one you went into it thinking. Yes, apply for your dream internship. If you get the dream company that you want, congratulations to you. Woo! But also, don't limit yourself by not applying to other companies. They have this large Rolodex of partners. Dip your toe in a different area you may not know. If you're attending these learning sessions, like I've been telling you guys, you might learn something about yourself that you didn't even know that you liked before. For instance, they held a session called Agency 101. I didn't know how an agency worked. I attended that session and said, dang, I kind of want to work at an agency. And I applied for agency positions. I didn't end up doing that, but it's something that you can open yourself up to. Don't be closed-minded. Don't be closed-minded. So you took the time to submit an informed and concise resume. You took the time to be patient and you picked the right internship that best fit your skill set and where you want to be in the future. And you didn't make that decision alone. You consulted your network and now you have secured the internship. Congratulations, and you're actually in your location, whether that be New York, Atlanta, or LA. My mistakes that I want you to avoid is not taking advantage of this opportunity. What? You are in Atlanta, New York, or LA completely free of charge. Wild out. I'm kidding. Don't wild out, y'all. Don't wild out. But I do encourage you to have a little fun. Go sightseeing. That's a mistake that I made, and I want to make a future video on regrets I have about my program, but I didn't go see the Statue of Liberty. I could see her, like we lived in Brooklyn Heights. I look across the pond and there's our girl, but I didn't go out of my way to go see her. I didn't do some of the touristy things that I wish I had done on my program. So I would avoid making the mistake of staying inside. And that goes for the offerings that EICOP has as well. They have a speaker series where executives will come and talk to us for free. Like after work, you'll just get to hear them drop gems and advice for us as early career professionals. They took us to Broadway shows. They had sessions where you got to sign up to see like late night with Seth Meyers and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of opportunities that EICOP brings, and the only way you're going to take advantage of these opportunities is by putting yourself out there. And that goes for your fellow cohort members as well. Don't be shy, make a friend. Don't make the mistake of staying in your room. Don't make the mistake of being recluse, quiet to yourself. If you're an introvert, that's okay, but it's also okay to make new friends. And now I can confidently say that I have friends all over the country because we had students that were coming from various HBCUs that are everywhere. And so this little girl from South Georgia has friends that go to Howard, have friends that go to FAMU, have friends that go to insert third HBCU here because I can't think right now. So yeah, don't make the mistake of staying to yourself. Make friends. Another mistake you should avoid is burning bridges or just building a bad reputation about yourself. I just hyped you up so much in the beginning of this video. You have a fire resume. You have a fire portfolio. You made it into this highly competitive program. Don't stop now. Keep being a stellar candidate. Keep showing up and keep showing out, because you're not just representing yourself. You're representing your HBCU, but you're also representing this amazing program that allows HBCU students to take advantage of this opportunity. So you want to show up as a stellar candidate every day. You want to show up as a hard worker. You want to show up as someone that makes them go, wow, we want to hire more people from this program. We want to hire more HBCU students because we know that they are hardworking, they are talented, they show up and they show out, and they want to get the job done. That's the type of reputation you want to leave at your internship. So now that you've built this great reputation as being a networking pro, you are someone who is a great friend, and you are someone who works hard, now you are leaving your program. So sad, and you have to go back to your college, or maybe you graduated like I did, and it's time for you to secure your next job opportunity. Don't not keep in touch with the program. You are an alumni of this program now. You're going to gain access to things like job opportunities, and there's events that are still happening. There are alumni opportunities for you to take advantage of and spread the good word of the EICOP fame and fortune. it is still time for you to stay connected to this great program and bring along the next group of people that are gonna come and take advantage of this program as well. So keep in touch with the recruiters. Let them know, hey, I just secured my first job. Hey, I am doing great in school and I'm thinking about applying again. Like, keep a rapport with these people because they worked hard to get you there and they're so proud and excited to see you soar. I know when I secured my first job out of my internship, they were elated for me, and I'm so excited to keeping them updated about my career journey so far. Don't forget to update your resume and update your network. You just spent the summer interning at a large entertainment company. Let your network know what you've been up to. Let your resume show all the skills that you gained over the summer. This wasn't just some fun little New York gallivant, LA gallivant, Atlanta gallivant. You were working hard this summer. Let your network know. Let your friends know. Let everybody know. And don't make the mistake of keeping this amazing program to yourself. Go back to your HBCU. Go back to your school, your friends, whoever, and tell them that they too can apply to the Entertainment Industry College Outreach Program. And how are they going to get into this amazing program? By subscribing to my channel and learning how they too can be in LA, Atlanta, or New York next summer completely free of charge with the Entertainment Industry College Outreach Program. It's been me, Eliza Marie. What comes next? You'll have to wait and see. Bye!